In the name of Almighty Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. This video is another response to the ultra-crepidarian Dr.Jay Smith when he made a video along with Fadi with a title Dan Gibson Discoveries. The ultra-crepidarian Jay Smith tried to undo the history of a nation, a people, that he did not know anything about them. And I know very well that he did that because I made a video and he watched the video, telling him that his God is a pagan God. That's why he wanted to do this video to respond to me as my God is as well as a pagan as a he is. Thank you. Hallelujah. Thank you very much for watching my video. I know you watch it. But you don't just want to call my name. As I do, I always refer to you. And you will not call my name because I will disgrace you for it. I know that. And because I know I'm an intellect more than you. And I don't even understand why you are being referred to as a doctor degree holder. Why you are an academia terrorist. You prejudice everything. Your limitation in those studies are at the peak. That you cannot even project any little iota of idea to anybody to follow you, any sensible person to follow you. Even those that sit down with you at the studios, they find it difficult to understand what you're saying. And you feel that you are making sense, and you're not making any sense. And also, I want to congratulate you for your retrogression all the times. The last time, when you bought those books of the Qur'an, it was 11. The next time, I'm going to make that video, it was a 8 or 9 or 8. It has reduced to 6 when you're doing this video with Fadi. Thank God, Elola, you are studying now. We will pressurize you until it ends without one Quran that you show to everybody everywhere. We will never let you go free with it. On the text that day, you had 5 of the different grades you're talking about with the Usman carpet. Hallelujah. Thank you very much for that. That you are retrogressing. You are going behind. You are accepting the reality gradually. Thank you for that. But I want to tell you that you don't know anything about the Arab world, the history you want to undo, you can never undo it. You don't even know the Nabateans that you are talking about. The Nabateans, they're the remnants of the people of Noah. Those the people that claim, or that got on the boat of Noah, that after the flood they landed in, they grew again. They are the Nabateans. The people went back to their idol worshiping. So these people have 4 prominent idols that they used to worship. They have Lata, Manata, Al-Hozza, and Hobali. These are the 4 gods they used to worship. The Lata that you refer to, or you were calling it Elat, it is not Elat. How could it be Elat? Allah does not have a feminine in the Arabic language. Ask anybody in the world, I challenge you to bring any document in the world that they use it. Allah has feminine. Feminine is not there. I challenge you. I always challenge you when I talk. Because I always put you in the box and close you up. You cannot talk after me. Let me tell you this. The Alata was one of the gods, the one you refer to as Ilah. And forgotten to say you are doctorate degree holder, Mr. My friend. You spell it, the spelling is A-L/L-A-T. Al-A-L-Al. It means Alata. In Arabic, we call it an Al-Shamsiyah. And also it is an Al-Tarif. The Al-Tarif, the Al-Shamsiyah, we can't get into that right now because you will never understand it. But let us get to Al-Tarif. You got that in English. The one you refer to as a definite article. When it enters on any name, it becomes definite. If it was generic or if it was not definite, it becomes definite. So when you got the word Ilah, when you enter Al on it will be Allah. Then it becomes definite. Then you're referring to a specific God now, that which is the God of Muslims. That's the writing that behind me there. Then you go say Alata, you go pronounce it Ilata, or Ilat. Then you behind it, then you say it's equal to Al-Uzza. When you say Al-Uzza, but Alata, you call that one Ilata. You say Alata, you say Ilata. But Al-Uzza, you call it Al-Uzza. Why? I something wrong with your brain, Mr. My friend. Now when I say letter now, when I say slash. When you say Al, you say Al. Why you did not do that? And Fadi tried to educate you, but you couldn't, because you are so stubborn, you couldn't accept it. He told you in the Arabic to call it, and he distanced himself from you, that he don't want anybody to question him about it, because he knows it very well. He is an Arab man, I think so, but he knows he studied Arabic to certain level. Although I have my personal problem with him, but at least he tried to guide you, but you couldn't be guided. Because you are a stubborn individual. Now, the Alata, the Ilat you're talking about, there's a nothing called Ilat in Arabic language. Nothing. I challenge you, there's a nothing called Ilat. That Don Gibson never told you they got anything called Ilat. Then he went to say that Makkah we have today is not the original Makkah. The original Makkah is a Petra. Petra, the original Makkah. So the Kaaba that in Makkah, they tore it from Petra, they carried to Makkah. The well that there, they dug the well, they carried to that Makkah, the Zamzam water. They took it to go to Makkah. You know, Arab man, I will use the Arab expression on you what they call Sadaja. Sadajati. What an ignoramus way of thinking is this? And the sadajati, what an ignoramus thinking is this? Then you call yourself doctor degree holder. From where? A doctor of nothing? Zero? The people that are not even closer to doctor degree they can teach you? My goodness. Let us advance. Let me tell you, the Nabatean you're talking about, they got a history, it's written, the Arab people got history about them. We did it at the university. They call them, they got two ways of pronouncing it. Nabatea and Al-Ambat. This is two ways to call them. Nabatea refer to Nabatean, but their title is Al-Ambat. You don't know that. And their name, the name of their capital city is in Arabic, they call it Batra. Then you say you want to undo the history. The history is that they wrote their own history. You don't know that. Then you want to say Makkah. Supposed to be, because there's a valley there. So the valley in Makkah is not valley. But the valley that in that place, there's a valley there. And because you want to falsify the history, you want to change the history in your own sense that nobody will accept it in the world. Go to Wikipedia, you will find that Mr. My friend is not hiding. They want to say Muhammad never existed. Then he said that it was Abdul Malik who designed the idea of Islam and wrote the Quran. Then if Abdul Malik could design the idea of Islam and wrote the Quran, then Abdul Malik is the most worst human being in the world ever in the history. Because the Quran challenge you, then the Abdul Malik challenge you to make a book that the Quran and asking you and the Christian Arabs, they'll do a Quran like it. Let me see it now. And he was an Arab man, Abdul Malik was an Arab man. He knew the Arabic language that other people let it do similar to like the Quran. Pay them millions of dollars, let it do it like the Quran if they can do it. They're not able. They won't able. They want to say Abdul Malik was wiser than anybody in the world. The most thing of the altar, and he could put the whole world to challenge. And the world all were not able to diffuse the idea and bring book better than his book. And Abdul Malik also created Arafat, Muzdalifah, Medina, and he created Muhammad. And Muhammad died, Muhammad's grave is in Medina. Abdul Malik also went and created that again. Yeah, I'm sorry for you, my brother. You something wrong somewhere with you. So Judah never existed. All that one from Petra. Okay, let me tell you now, my brother. Petra fall outside the Arabic Peninsula or the Arab Peninsula. The Arab Peninsula is one referred to as Jaziratul al-Arabiya. Petra was in Hijaz or Shami, if you don't know. It's expanded, covered certain portion of Jordan or Jordan in other parts on that northern part of the Saudi Arabia or the northern part of the Arab Peninsula. So you want to say that Petra was Makkah, that real Makkah there? Then what's about Yasin? So Medina never existed too. So what's about the Christians that were in the Arab world that they got a history? The Christians of Nigeria, what happened with them? What's about the Jews that were in Medina? What happened with them? All they give for Petra. Man, something must be wrong somewhere upstairs. You can never undo the history. So I'm telling you, the Kaaba, how the Kaaba came, they tore the Kaaba from Petra to bring it to that place. Because they tore your God, Yahweh, from Canaan, and bring it to Israel. So you think they see where they tore Kaaba and carry it to Makkah. And what's up with the world? They dug the world, they created the world there too, right? Just because you said they were valley in that place. And you wrong thinking in your own head saying that Elat, you got Elat, because when you got Elat, the Elat will be the source of Allah. How possible? The Arab know their language, Mr. My friend. You talking like if Arab men go to London and say the way the English people pronounce London, it should not be pronounced London, it should be pronounced London or London. That's what you want to say? You will laugh at him. The same way the Arab people are laughing at you. So, let me give you the history of the again idol worshiping in that era. The idol worshiping started by a man called Amr bin Lahi bin Haris al-Khuzai. Amr, the son of Lahi, the son of Haris, and he was from the tribe called the Khuzai. He was not a Quraysh. Okay, another tribe called Khuzai. When he became the head of the Arab Peninsula, some people said that he got sick. That his uncle was the one taking care of the Kaaba in that place. After the Ismail, as a remnant of the people of Ismail that were taking care of the Kaaba, the Ismailites. He was taking care of his uncle was the one taking care of it. He killed his uncle. He killed his uncle. So my brother. So this man, the one that went to, or they say he got sick first. Then somebody told him that if he sip of water from Petra, and he take back without water because they are out of worship, then when he get away, he take back when he got killed. When he sent us the water came, he take back with the water, he took back with the water, he sick and got killed. He himself one time visited the place and when he saw the idols, and he asked the people, why are these idols? They told them, what they do for you? He said, when we are sick, they kill us. When we're in need, they give us. When we want rain, they give us rain. We want our crops to grow, they make our crops to grow. He said, can you give me something to carry to my Arab people to go worship it? They took something, they gave it to him. Excluding the four gods, permanent gods that we talked about from the beginning of the video. Excluding them. He carried them, he gave it to the people. The Arab people started worshiping idols. Changing the Abrahamic religion in that particular Mecca region, Mr. My friend. Mr. My friend, changing the Abrahamic religion there. Mr. My friend. Then now, the Arab people that were worshiping idols, that were afraid before the coming of Abraham, or they had their God that they were afraid with it before the coming of Ismail and his mother in the region. Why they did? They have their four gods too. They are called Wad, Su'a, Yaok, and Nasra. These were the four gods they were worshiping. They were buried in Jeddah. They went for the in Jeddah, and every Arab tribe had their own god that they were worshiping until Prophet Muhammad came. When Prophet Muhammad came, they had a lot of worship, something that Allah came and put it in the Kaaba. So all around the Kaaba was surrounded with idols. Inside it was jam-packed with idols. Mr. My friend. Now what Prophet Muhammad said in one of our hadiths that he saw this Amr bin Laden in the hellfire, and he was dragging his intestine in the Bukhari. Mr. My friend. So Muhammad was said that, and they made that good for him. Islam is like a Christianity, that you denigrate your God. Somebody call your God curse. No, we don't talk our God, but the source of our God will respect it. So, Mr. My friend, don't lie to anybody. You will not fool anybody. That's how it came. When Prophet Muhammad came, he destroyed all the idols in the Arabic Peninsula and outside the Arabic Peninsula to Sham, Hijaz, even to Yemen, he destroyed all. You know who destroyed the Hosea? And Hosea you're talking about is the husband of Elat Bitak. Elat for you, your Elat. He was destroyed with Walid, Khalid bin Walid. Prophet Muhammad said Khalid bin Walid to go and destroy Al-Hosea. He went to that building and destroyed the entire building. Mr. My friend. So my beloved brothers and sisters, this is the end of this video. If you like it, please press the button link. If you dislike it, you can also press the button dislike. I don't mind. I'm asking you to subscribe to this channel so that you can receive all my new videos. And also for my brothers and sisters Muslims to subscribe to this channel so that they can attain the word from Allah as we are spreading the word of Allah and telling the truth to the people when the people are trying to corrupt the truth from the people. And I greet you in peace in Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.